Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you're new to the channel, my name's Tim. This is Vehicle Evolution, and today we're going to go over something that I have gotten a lot of questions about. And just like I did in my last video where I gave you a bunch of updates on the tablet install and how things work, so, you know, some clarification there, I figured I'd do the same on my blow-off valve. So I've gotten a ton of questions about how the blow-off valve is currently set up, because I've made comments in previous videos and in previous comments where I've said that I've got it hooked up differently than what is seen in the video. Now, the blow-off valve video is probably my, I don't know, third, maybe fourth highest viewed video. So it's gotten a lot of hits, and the setup that was in there works fine. This just works better. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop that hood. I'm going to show you how it's hooked up now. It's actually a lot easier than it was before. It's pretty simple to do, and it gives you, with that HKS blow-off valve, that nice whoosh, high pitch. You know what it sounds like. I've shown you it before. Alright, so as you can see by looking at that, I'm about as particular about under my hood as I am about what the car looks like on the outside of it. Let me know what you guys do. What products do you use to keep your engine compartment clean, or is it just not that important to you? So for me, it not only is kind of an extension of how I take care of the rest of the car, but it helps prolong the engine life and component life to keep it clean and free of grease and debris and crap that just builds up around the engine. So I'm pretty particular about how the engine gets clean. I actually have a link in the description below. I am part of the Amazon influencer program, and so I have a link that just takes you to products that I use. I get asked all the time, what do I use to clean the car? What do I use for the engine? What do I use? So take a look there. You'll find everything that that I currently use or have used or probably will use soon. But yeah, so let's look at this blow-off valve. Alright guys, so the way this was hooked up before, if you'll remember, and maybe I'll put something on the screen here about how it's hooked up before, this is the actual solenoid that goes to the old blow-off valve, the stock blow-off valve. That pretty much doesn't get used at all. No matter how you set this up, you're not going to use that. It stays hooked up because otherwise you get a check engine light. But this piece here gets capped off where it wasn't before. Right now I do have it venting back into the air intake. I have done it both ways where I vented to atmosphere, and I honestly haven't really noticed a difference, so I just kept the hose on there. But yeah, so to show you how I had this thing set up before, I had it hooked into this pipe here, which I figured, well, it's going right to the manifold anyway, so what difference would it make? Well, apparently it actually does make a difference. So the way I did it now is put your blow-off valve on, run your hose, which this is about a 1/4 of an inch inside diameter hose, goes back to here, meets into a little bit larger hose, and then up to here. This is the point where you break it off and put a T-fitting in. So this is the hose normally, just this piece. You cut it down there, put a T-fitting in, clamp it all together, and run your hose straight down right to the blow-off valve, and it works perfectly. It's very simple to do. It sounds way better, and you just get better functionality out of the blow-off valve. Now, I've also told you guys that I have another blow-off valve on order for this, which is true. I've been telling you that for months, which is also true. I've been trying to get a hold of a Turbo XS RFL blow-off valve, and they're hard to come by, really hard to come by. So I placed my order with GC Tuner in the beginning of April, and I figured, okay, well, all the COVID stuff was going on, and really still is going on. So I haven't been like upset that I haven't gotten it or anything. But it was going on, and Jay was keeping me updated. He was really good about it, but it's just constantly a push off. Next month, next month, next month. So I ended up just canceling the order for right now, and you know, later on when this stuff settles down and product becomes a little bit more readily available, I'll reorder it and put it on, because I do want a little bit louder of a blow-off valve. My only problem with the HKS blow-off valve is that some people like that real high-pitched squeak that it gives at the end of the whoosh, but I'm not a big fan. I would rather just have this really powerful whoosh. I think that would just be cool sounding with that car, because you get a car that, I mean, I've blacked this thing out. It's menacing looking, all that, and then you lay on it, and then you get this peep, you know, type thing. Just doesn't fit it. So anyway, there will be another blow-off valve coming, hopefully in the not too distant future for it. But for right now, that is how the HKS blow-off valve is hooked up in the car. And really, you would do that with any blow-off valve that you got. It could be a forged, it could be the Turbo XS, it could be HKS, whatever blow-off valve you're putting on it, that's really the hookup that you want to use, and it works perfectly. Hope you guys like this video. I know it's a short video, just a quick update for you, but please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. But that's all for me for now, guys. Until next time, take it easy.